going up tonight. She 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 going up tonight. Start calling her phone. She going up tonight. Now line, you the buster type.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Don't you know I'm loco?
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Alan LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier. But he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Jackson. Then there's Bailey. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's George in at the point guard position. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knippel. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
Now Bailey, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Bridges with the board. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Back to Ball. Puts it up from 12, and they pick up 2.
Well, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
Pass to Bailey. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Markkanen missing again. And here's Sharp. Now Knippel. Here's Miller. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Markkanen, good.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
There's the lob to Bridges. Diabate's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Miller kicks to Ball. In the corner, it's Bridges. From outside, off the mark. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Magic. George passes to Jackson. Now Kessler. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Clock is at 3. Here's Markkanen. Markkanen missing again.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Well, you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Jazz trail by 3. Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
Here's Ball. After the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bridges for three.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
George passes to Bailey. Drives to the hoop. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now, here's Ball. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. For three, Bridges. A new 14 for Charlotte. And he dunks it down.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Bridges. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Markkanen. In the corner, George with it. Trains the three-pointer.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Diabate. Charlotte moving the ball around. Knipple with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Look at Utah. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
And seeing where Utah is, they're focused on just finishing this season strong, playing a solid last week of basketball so they can hold their heads high at the end of the season.
The Jazz trailing. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Markkanen from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now, here is George. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Launches a three. The Hornets pull it in. Diabate's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Puts it up from 17. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Jackson. Kobe White, he's checked in for Miller.
Number 3, Kobe White.
Bridges kicks to White. Bridges sets the screen for White. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Deep two from Ball. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Bailey. He had 15 points last outing. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
That free throw good from Bailey. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing. And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Bridges outside. Ball with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Ball's got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
I'll tell you, from the moment he entered this league, LaMelo Ball has been a high-volume three-point shooter.
Pass to Bailey. Jackson with it. Nothing on the board. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Again, ball missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Bailey passes to Kessler. George finds Kessler. Here's Markkanen. This one for 3. Bridges with the board.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've got a lot of productivity from other players.
A shot by Diabate. No good. Bailey passes to Markkanen. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Boy, the man from Finland is very confident in that jumper. Markkanen, no doubt.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. See the leading three-point teams in the NBA. In third, the Hornets.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets, trailing by 5. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Here's Collier. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Outside Williams. They set the pick. Shoots over Knipple. And there's another one for the Jazz. Hornets trail by 5. Ball kicks to White. Nifty move. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Williams looking around. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's White. Utah with the rebound.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Sensabaugh. He had 15 points last outing. No problems knocking that one down. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you 2 things every team needs.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, thanks a lot. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Jackson. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's White. And yes, it's good. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Jackson a screen on White. The Jazz with another miss. And for the Hornets, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got 6.
Boy, the defense was in perfect position, but it simply didn't matter. He's just too skilled, too good.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Jackson a screen on White. Sensabaugh hits the 3-point bomb.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Outside Ball. From past the arc. And no good that time. Lauri Markkanen getting it done for the Jazz. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Williams. He's out there with Kyle Filipowski. Collier out there with Markkanen. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard.
It's so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
Markkanen inside the line. Banked in off the glass. He's got 12.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Sensabaugh. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. to Filipowski. Markkanen from outside. Bridges with the board. Bridges got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Now, here's Markkanen. 12 points for him.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Pass to White. Puts it up. White with another miss.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Here's Sensabaugh. Another miss by Utah. Hornets trail by 7. Over in the corner, White. Bridges outside. There's the screen. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the 3-point line. We see you, sir.
Here's Collier. White covering. Pass to Sensabaugh. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Bridges outside. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Jazz leading by 4. Inside. There's Williams. Finished off the break. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Bring those moves. Dancing machine.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Miller comes in for McNeely. And it's ball in for James. And Utah with a change here, too. George is checked in for Williams. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, White. Bridges, no one around him. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Pass to Markkanen. There's the pick. Here's Sensabaugh. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Sensabaugh's got his 2nd basket of the night. Defended by Filipowski. Now here's White. Spins. Scores off the spin. White's got 6.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Here's Markkanen. No good. The Hornets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the 2nd quarter. White, bounce pass. Ball from long range. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds tonight. George in the post. White's there. Outside, Markkanen. Off target from outside.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Miller dishes the ball. Back to Miller. Clock at 6. For 3. Filipowski grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
It's just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Miller, the pass to Bridges. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Heading to the court, it's your Swarm Squad. Let's go!
Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for Kobe White. The Jazz making a switch here. And here's George. Pass to Bailey. To the inside. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Miller outside. In the corner, Knipple with it. Outside Williams. Over Jackson. A rebound by the Jazz.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Miller outside. Jackson against Williams. Pass to Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Over Bailey. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Miller.
Going deep in his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
Outside, George. Here's Bailey. And stolen by Miller. Fast break, here they come. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Jazz are gone, 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Kessler up top. Pass to Bailey. Nice ball movement by Utah. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Offline with his 3.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
There's Ball with the 3. They get the rebound. Nobody near Williams. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. To the middle. And finished off by Bailey.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets, trailing by 2. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Bailey misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Looking to end his cold spell. Again, Ball missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Now Bailey. 8 points for him. George passes to Bailey. Now Jackson. Pass to George. Three-pointer, Markkanen drops in the tray. And now a 5-point Utah lead.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Stolen by Kessler. Down low, here's Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
Pass to Markkanen. George looking over the floor. 5 to shoot from deep. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 7. Miller with the ball. Bailey picks him up. Now Ball to stop the run, and Ball slams it in.
Now, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Pass to Bailey. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for LaMelo Ball.
One aspect of his game that's suffered the past few months has been his passing. He hasn't shown that same creativity with the basketball that we'd seen from him earlier in the season, and his assists are way down because of it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Diabante's checked in, and it's Miles Bridges in for Grant Williams. And a switcher also for Utah. Collier's checked in. Charlotte no good that time either. Jazz leading by 5. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Stolen by George. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And George with the stuff.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Back to Ball. There's the triple. And so it's the Utah Jazz in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Right back after this break.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, let's be honest. They haven't taken this game seriously, and the score just reflects it.
Yeah, shooting below 30% from 3.
30?
The joke. Yeah, that's what I said. The joke is definitely on them thus far.
Jeez.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
I always like these matchups because even though you're not always guarding each other, you're thinking, okay, you did that, Now watch me do this.
Just like you and Kenny here in the studio.
Oh, no, you haven't.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Jazz leading by 9. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Charles Lee. Rebounded by the Jazz. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bailey down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, the Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Guys, back over to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Now, Knipple, after Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. Now, here is Miller. He's tightly guarded. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Markkanen. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Markkanen's got 17 now.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
On the wing, Bridges, guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. And with that, the Utah lead has got back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Bridges.
I'll tell you, if you're Miles Bridges, you take the easy shots inside when you get them.
Outside, Markkanen. Markkanen missing again. Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Bridges kicks to Miller. And the lead is down inside single digits. Miller's got 6 here in this quarter.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Back to George. Markkanen looking it over. The shot from the low post is good. Markkanen's got 19 points.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lauri Markkanen.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Hornets number 1.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And so here's Charlotte. 9-point game. Miller outside. Back to Ball. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Bailey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Jackson. And George kicks to Markkanen. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Now here is Miller. He's got 10. Outside, Ball. From downtown, and again for 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. That one good for 2. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Tries the spin move. Now, here's George. He's got 7. Pass to Kessler. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Uncovered. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Pass to Kneppel. Ball from long range. Connects again from distance.
And he shattered the franchise single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got 15.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Ball no good.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pass to Jackson. Markkanen from outside. The Hornets pull it in. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
A nice shot by George.
Well, Keontae George, a crafty finisher in that mid-range.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. There's Ball with the 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
George passes to Bailey. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Jackson. Pass to Bailey. Markkanen from outside. And the 3 ball is good. Markkanen's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Ball with it. He's got 17. Out to Bridges. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Bailey. Covered by Miller. George with the screen on Miller. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. He's checked in for the Hornets. And Utah also making a switch. Filipowski's checked in. Here's Bridges. He's got 10. Outside, Ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Filipowski passes to Bailey. On the wing, Markkanen. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. There's Ball with the three. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Now White, after Lowry Markkanen misses from long range. Pass to Bridges, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Collier, still without a basket. Over in the corner, Williams. Fires from the wing. The shot comes out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to White. Outside, James. 6 on the shot clock. Knuckle wide open, and he fires. No good on the triple. Jazz leading by 10. Here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 8 points for Williams.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
Here's Collier. Now Filipowski. Pass to Collier. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hornets trail by 9. In the corner, it's James. And here's White. He has 6. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Misses the 3.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Williams. A 3-ball. Collier. That's good. Collier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. White the pass to Bridges. Back to White. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 6. And Filipowski now top of the key. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now, here's Bridges. He's got 10. Off on the layup. Lowry Markkanen getting it done for the Utah Jazz. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hornets trail by 12, and so in the game for the Jazz. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Collier. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 2-guard spot. Utah is shooting well, 50% from the floor. Pass to Collier. No good from outside.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Salon, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Collier. Markkanen in the corner. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. Markkanen's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Miller outside. Top of the key. Out to White. And again, the Hornets missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And stolen by Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
What a big-time talent Brandon Miller is. Send it home, young sir.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Here's Collier. And it's off from three-point range. And so Miller will bring it up for Charlotte. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. The offensive rebound. Utah leading by 13. Pass to Sensabaugh. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Hornets have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Ball no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. And the 3 off target. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. making the switch. Diabate's checked in. George is checked in for the Jazz. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Now, this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer just so skilled, he can find different spots to be effective.
Miller outside. Takes a three. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah leading by 13. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Collier. Off target with his three.
I'll tell you, his shot has not been there, but I like the fight he's showing.
Here's Miller. Hits that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
You put a difficult first half behind you, and you get busy in the second half. You love that mental toughness.
Nurkic setting the pick for George. Outside, Markkanen. Filipowski in the corner. Outside, George. That three off the mark. Hornets trail by 11. Pass to Miller. Beyond the arc. Utah with the rebound. Here's Markkanen, and it's in there. That's now 32 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
And here is Ball. Fires for three. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Markkanen passes to Collier. Back to Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. Again, the Jazz score. Charlotte shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Miller kicks the ball. And again, the Hornets missing. Utah leading by 15. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. And here's George for three. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got 5 rebounds tonight.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Lets it go with a three. Again, Ball missing.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Outside, Markkanen. No good with the triple. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Down by 15. Here's Diabate.
Just a